Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome. It is time for Coffee and Coins. Today is August 22nd and Saturday. And this is, I think, this is our second or third time? Third. This is our third episode of Coffee and Coins. And I've probably got way more stuff to talk about and show you this morning than we'll have time for, but we'll do it like I do everything else. We'll do it by the seat of our pants and play it by ear. Let me check with Jules. Can you hear me okay, Jules?
Yep.
Okay. And everybody at home, can you hear me okay? I'm trying a different microphone tonight. And let's see. I will say hi to some people. I saw Melissa Drexel was on first, my sister Caroline, Wanda Wilson, and then I saw Dottie Faulkner, Brenda Ledford. And Brenda Ledford says, happy birthday. Thank you, Brenda. Brenda brought me a birthday card the other day and a little brooch, and I appreciate that. Debbie Roberts, who's been a customer and friend of mine for over 40 years, brought me a birthday cake yesterday, and she doesn't know how much I appreciate that. I got 3 kisses this morning at home, one from Pam, one from Rue, one from Maggie. And there's Robin Rose. Oh, shit, I forgot to tell you yesterday. Thank you, Robin. I hope you're wearing your necklace, Robin. I can't stop thinking about it. I'm sorry. I just love it. Wanda says, I hear you. Yeah, so I'm just trying a different microphone. We've been, ever since we've been doing our Facebook Lives, I've tried to improve the quality of the broadcast, and we don't have fancy equipment, so we have to just kind of go by trial and error. And we're using, the ones we normally use are wireless, and sometimes they have, make noises and stuff. So we're trying this one. I've had this for a while, but I think it works great. But I haven't figured out how to hook 2 of them up yet. So it's just it's a learning process. So we're going. Oh, Robin says she has it on. Awesome. I hope it brings you great pleasure. All right. So we're doing coins this morning and coffee, and of course, I have my favorite coffee cup, which is, it says, whoops, I'm turning it around. Whoops, it's hot. It says dog person, and there's got all kinds of dogs on it. This cup was made and it's sold a store called Fish's Eddy. It's in New York City. No, I haven't been to the store. I want to go. When Pam and I were in New York a couple of years ago, I wanted to go, but you can't do everything on a short trip. But Fish's Eddy is a very interesting business. It started out several years ago, and by selling pre-used dishes and cups and things from hotels. Every time a hotel would change ownership or update, they would change it. So anyway, they're in Lower Manhattan, and I follow them on Facebook. They have some beautiful pictures and some very cool stuff. She's actually written a book. The lady that runs it has written a book called Minding the Store, and it's a super easy read and a fun book to read. But anyway, that's where my cup came from. I've got one here. I got one at home. I just can't help it. I'm a dog person. My sister Janet came over the other night, and Rue was barking, and couldn't even hardly talk to me, couldn't hear each other. And she said, I'm just not a dog person. I said, it doesn't matter, Janet. It doesn't matter. It's okay. All right. So, people ask me all the time about, do we buy coins? And yes. And I'll tell you, people have a natural tendency to collect things. When I was a kid, I tried to collect stamps. And I got interested in stamps only because there was a comic book that my grandparents had, I used to read, that was Donald Duck and Scrooge McDuck. And in that, they were on this search for this special stamp worth $1 gazillion. Anyway, I tried stamp collecting as a kid. I lost interest. It was, I guess, over my head. And of course, you got to remember, back in the 60s, you didn't have Google. You didn't have the only way you had to learn anything was your encyclopedias. And we had a set of encyclopedias that my parents bought, and we use it. I used it all the way through high school. So you imagine this set of encyclopedias was 10, 15 years old, and I was still using it. And think about today how much changes in 10 years. Anyway, then as a child growing up, I got to collecting Matchbox cars, little Matchbox cars, and I had a great little collection of those. I can remember taking them to school for show and tell, and I was so proud of them. But anyway, so what we do now is, even though we buy and sell coins with customers, we also collect coins, and I can't help it. I love it. My passion with gold coins started in 1975, and I was a manager trainee at the Jewel Box at Rivergate Mall, and we had a jewelry store on the end of the mall called Broadnax. I don't know if many of y'all remember that, but Broadnax at that time, they were owned by a company called Bailey Banks and Biddle, and they were, as far as Nashville was concerned, in that time frame, Broadnax was the high-end elite jewelry store. They had one in Green Hills, and they had one in Rivergate, and they were a big deal. Well, they sold beautiful gold coin jewelry, and I was fascinated with it. And I used to go down there on my lunch break and look at. They had a window, and it had they always had gold coins in one of the windows. And one day the manager came out. He was an older gentleman named Jack Alexander. He came out and he said, "Don't you work at the Jewel Box?" And I said, "Yes, sir. I'm a manager trainee." Anyway, we started talking, and he was generous enough and polite enough to tell me about coins and explain to me about coins. He also told me about Rolex watches. I'd never heard of Rolex watches, and he went through the whole thing. Anyway, he was very kind to me, and so I've had a love affair with gold coins all these years. Of course, couldn't always afford any coins, raising a family and starting a business, but we do have a small coin collection here now. My focus on most coins I collect are, I love pre-Civil War. Anything Civil War and older is pretty cool. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you a few coins this morning before we start selling some things. This is my oldest coin. Let me let Ella show it to you. This is an 1810 half dollar. I mean, that's a lot. That's old. That's 216 years old. And it's a certified coin with PCGS, and this is a coin that we bought in Hopkinsville from a customer. People bring stuff in, we buy it sometimes. Sometimes we don't even know what we're buying until later. We have time to go through it and look at it because we're trying to do things so fast. But that's the oldest coin I've got in 1810. My favorite coin was given to me by my sister Caroline, and it is a 1926 Indian gold coin. And this has to be, in my opinion, the most beautiful coin ever minted by the United States government. It has like a full headdress, and this coin, back in the early 1900s, the government had a new artist design gold coins, and they were all Indian coins: $2.50, $5, $10, and a 20. The 20 was actually a St. Gaudens coin. It was just standing. Only 3 coins had Indians. These are, my cufflinks are the $2.50 Indian coins. The most masculine coin ever made. If a man wants a gold coin ring, the Indian head gold coin is, to me, the ultimate ring. When Pam asked me what I wanted for my 50th anniversary, I said I would love some gold coin cufflinks. I've always wanted some. I've never had any. And just happened to be, I had 2 coins that matched. They're the same coins. So Pam had these made for me. We did it as a kind of a joint effort. But those are my favorite coins. Now, I had a couple other things here I was going to show you that you don't normally see. Here's an 1851 large penny. People don't realize that back in the early 1800s, they made these pennies that were huge. And these are big, huge copper pennies. Oh, Lisa said happy birthday. Janice Mitchell said happy birthday. Chad Croson said good morning. All right. All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you watching. Carrie Hayes, happy birthday. All right. Here is an 1854. This is a pre-Civil War coin, and this is a 2-cent piece. It's part of my collection. It's a 2-cent piece. Not super valuable, but they're fun. They're super fun. All right. Then here is a 3-cent nickel. This is 1869. 1869, just after the Civil War. It's a 3-cent nickel. And you see on the back it has 3 Roman numeral 1s on the back of it. But this is a 3-cent nickel. All right. One of my favorite coins. This is an 1875. Can't hardly read. 1875 20-cent piece. They only made these 20-cent pieces for a few years. A weird denomination. Don't ask me why they made them. And then also, here's one that's called a half dime. Instead of they had nickels, and they had but 3-cent nickels. But then why they would call it a half dime? But it was a 50-cent piece. So those are some of the more unusual coins, and I'll show you a few more as we go along. But we have some things to offer this morning for collectors. And I'm going to start off with some bargains, some things that you can have fun with. The first thing I'm going to show is, and we just bought these yesterday. Okay, these came in yesterday. I'm going to give this is a bag of old wheat pennies. Wheat pennies, they date back. They're very collectible. The copper in them is worth more than a penny. Copper is worth 3 or 4 or 5 cents a piece. But these are old copper pennies. We have not gone through them. We haven't looked at the dates. There are some, when you start looking at old pennies, there are some pennies worth $1,000. But these are old. In this bag, there's 45 of these in the bag. And we're going to sell the bag. We haven't looked at them. We're going to sell it for $3. All you have to do is, if you want this bag of pennies, is just say sold. And we're selling this bag of pennies for $3 and 45 pennies. You can go through it, and you might find some special dates. I don't know. I know Mike Sal used to collect coins, and when he was first starting, he was collecting pennies. He would go to the bank and buy $100 worth of pennies and go home and go through them, and he'd pull out the wheat pennies, and he would pull out. He'd look for special pennies. Then, let's say he bought $100 worth. Well, he may take $99 worth back to the bank and turn it in and get 100 more. So he would just pick and choose. And there are a lot of people that do that with pennies. But these we've already gone through. Like I said, there are 45 of these, and they were. So who'd you have first sold on that?
Brenda Ledford.
All right, Brenda Ledford. Thank you.
For a long time too.
What's that?
I popped her up for a long time.
You popped her up. Brenda, we didn't mean to pop you up. All right. Now, let me write this down. Brenda Ledford. Brenda. Okay. Now, the next little bag I've got, we're going to start with. This is a bag. This is 31 Buffalo nickels. Or as they said in Dance with Wolves, Buffro. A Buffalo nickels, 31 Buffalo nickels. These I have not gone through these and looked at them. I just know they're all Buffalo nickels, and honestly, they're in pretty good condition. These came in. We had a customer came in. They were people clean house. They said, I'm throwing all this stuff that my parents left me, my uncle left me. I'm just trying to get rid of it so my kids don't have to deal with it. And so we're going to offer these 31 Buffalo nickels for $5. You get a whole bag of them. If you start your collection, you can go through these. Hopefully you'd find something. What'd Brenda say ouch for?
I'm talking about the pop you up probably.
Oh, what she meant, Brenda, was she had your name had your name on the iPad. I'm sorry, or on the live. All right.
And I've got these sold.
Tiffany Simpson. Tiffany, just so you'll know, later on the show I've got an antique watch I'm going to show. All right. Okay. So that was Tiffany Simpson. All right, now I'm going to do a couple other coins. These have not been certified or graded, but they are genuine. But I have 2 coins. These are these are some new coins that just came in this week. These are 1865, the last year of the Civil War. There's two of them, 1865 2-cent coins, and we're going to offer these 2-cent coins. They are $10 each. Those are 1865 2-cent coins. The ones I have that are graded, once you get them graded, they can be worth $40 or $50 and more. Depends on the year. But these are both 1865 2-cent coins, and we're going to offer these for $10 each.
Are they both from the same year?
What's that?
Are they both from the same year?
They're both in the same year.
Okay, so it doesn't matter who.
Doesn't matter. They're both the same year.
Okay, it was Brenda Ledford and Chad Croson.
Okay. Chad, Brenda Ledford, Chad. Okay, good. Thank you, guys. Next up. All right, next up, I've got, let's see. Let me look and make sure I got two. Okay, these are, let's see, make sure I get the right year. These are some other coins that just came in this week that we hadn't sent off yet. This one is, oh, here it is. I can't see very good. This is an 1851 penny. It's the big penny, the large penny, and we're offering it for $10. 1851. I'm surprised I'm selling this since it's pre-Civil War. I normally don't sell anything pre-Civil War, but I've already got some of these, so I thought, well, I'll pass these along. It's an 1851, 10 years before the Civil War started, and it is a large penny. We're offering it for $10. That's item number 4.
I've got
There's
Tiffany
Sue Ann
Simpson.
McKissick, Barbara Thompson watching. John Peters is watching. John Peters is a big coin guy. He loves coins. Who'd you get for number 4?
Tiffany Simpson.
Number 4?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Tiffany Simpson on number 4. Okay, now I have another one. I have another coin. This one's has a little bit of I don't know what you call that, on the little natural corrosion or something. But this is an 1842 large penny. Okay, 1842, and we're also going to offer it for $10. Another pre-Civil War coin, and it is very, very cool. It has that kind of that greenish, almost like a patina. You know how copper will get that patina. It's kind of like that,
Like
but
the
it's
Statue of Liberty.
like the Statue of Liberty. And speaking of Statue of Liberty, I have something fun coming up. All right, so this coin is also $10, and it's item number 5, 1842. An 1842, a good collectible coin. You can't go wrong for $10. Like I said, once this coin, I have some $2 or 1 large pennies in my collection that are worth, close to $100 once they're certified. But I guarantee that all these are real and genuine. If you ever have a question, you can always bring it back, and I'll buy it back from you.
We've got somebody on YouTube watching.
Good, awesome. I like YouTubers. I always watch on YouTube. Okay,
Chad Croson got that one.
who got that one?
Chad.
All right, so Tiffany got the 1851, and Chad got the 1842. Okay, all right. Okay, so that's my old ones for right now. Now, we get a lot of coins in that are made by the United States Mint as commemorative coins and collectible coins. I got 2 of these. I've never had these before. These came out in 2017, celebrating the 100-year anniversary of the Lions Club in America. It's a $1 coin made out of 90% silver. We saw these. They're on. You can look on eBay, and these are going for all kinds of crazy prices. Okay, and we're going to offer it for $50. All right, we have 2 of them. This is item number 6. These are commemorative coins, very collectible. These come in their boxes. They have all the paperwork from the United States Mint, and it is a $1 coin made of 90% silver. Silver this morning, for example, is $68 an ounce. Just the silver value in this is more than $50. But we are going to offer two of these. Item number 6. John Peters, is that one of them?
Yes, sir. We still have one more, right?
All right, we still have one more left. We have 2 of those. Let me give these. And it comes with the paperwork. It comes in a box, all like this. So this is one that had been opened. Here's the other one. I'll give those both to you as we go along here. Okay.
Tiffany Simpson.
All right, Tiffany Simpson. All right. Okay, that's a good buy. $50 is a good buy on that. When you go on eBay, you'll see prices everywhere, and I'm not sure where it ends up selling, but most of those were in the $100 range, $85 to $100. All right, next up we have a 1986, just a silver dollar from Ellis Island, and it has a Statue of Liberty on the top of it. We have 2 of these. We only have one with a single coin. The next item has 2 coins. So this is item number 7, and we're also going to offer it for $50. Another 90% silver, just like a regular silver dollar, only it's a commemorative collective from 1986. It has a Statue of Liberty, and it celebrated Ellis Island, where so many immigrants came through back in the old days. And that is item number 7. Item number 7 is the Ellis Island coin, and it is $50.
I got Brenda Price.
Brenda Price?
Yeah,
Brenda Price?
Brenda Price.
My favorite, Brenda Price. All right, Brenda Price is right. Oh, that was terrible. Okay, now, this next item is going to take a little explaining. All right, first of all, it is the double set. This was the 1986 Ellis Island. Okay, it comes with that $1 coin. It also comes with a $50, and the silver dollar is 90% silver. The other one is not, but they're both commemoratives. They're very collectible. It has the box, the paperwork, and everything. We're offering this for $70, but wait, there's more. If you buy that for $70, I'm going to give you this coin. All right. I've never seen one of these. This is the only one I've ever had. This coin was made, it's actually not a coin by the government. This is actually a memorabilia from Sears. Okay. Now, let me tell the story. So in 1986, Sears turned 100 years old. They're out of business now, but they were at one time the largest retail store in America. And when Sears turned 100, at that same time frame in the 80s, they were revamping the Statue of Liberty. Matter of fact, when I flew to New York in 1984 for the jewelry show, when the plane we flew right by the Statue of Liberty. You could see the scaffolding all the way up on the Statue of Liberty. You may remember that if you're old enough to remember the scaffolding. Well, this coin commemorates the new century for Sears, and this copper coin was made with materials from the original Statue of Liberty. When they were taking that Statue of Liberty and revamping it and redoing it, Sears bought some of that material, some of that copper material, and this coin came with it. I've seen this coin online for sale, all kinds of prices. But we're going to offer this with it. Number 8. Is it already sold?
Yep, Tiffany Simpson. She's on top of it.
Okay. All right, Tiffany. Yeah. So you'll get that set, plus you'll get that coin from Sears, which is interesting. Now, I will show you real quick. I'm not going to sell this one. All right. I can't help myself. All right. This also came through, and this is a commemorative coin that was put out by the Snoopy people in 1969, when the United States put a man on the moon, and they got this commemorative coin. It's not worth a lot, but I'm a Snoopy guy, and so I'm not ready to sell it yet. But it is a Snoopy coin from 1969, and it's got Snoopy wearing his little bubble space helmet. I just thought I'd show it to you. I thought it was kind of fun. All right, that's the Snoopy. Okay, all right. Next up, we have, this is a bicentennial 3-coin set. All right, it's got a Eisenhower dollar. On the back of the Eisenhower dollar, it has the Liberty Bell with the moon, showing that we've been to the moon. It's got a Kennedy half dollar and a quarter. Each one of them says 1776 to 1976, 200 bicentennial. Now, what makes this special is these are proof coins, and they're made from 40% silver. I looked these up on eBay. They're all over the place with prices. They're mostly $100, $75, $200. One guy was asking $1,000 for them. You can buy this commemorative set for $50. $50 for this commemorative set of 40% silver. The 1976, and it's pretty cool. Has a little folder. It lifts up. You can see how it lifts up, so you can see the back of the coins without taking them out. They're proof coins, so they've never really been handled by anybody. And there's paperwork comes with it. All right, John Peters. Good deal, John. Okay, I've got one more commemorative coin, then we're going to get into some fun stuff. This coin is a half dollar, an uncirculated half dollar from 1982. The government made this coin to celebrate George Washington's 250th birthday. All right, his 250th birthday, and it comes with the box, the paperwork, and it's in a plastic. It's never been touched by hands, unless somebody at the mint touched it. And we're offering it for $50 also. It has all the paperwork with it, and it's got George Washington on the front of it. I guess that's his house on the back of it, isn't it?
I guess so.
Probably. It's not the White House. It must be his house. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's the last of the commemorative coins we're going to show. And Tiffany Simpson got that one. Mm-hmm. I think Tiffany likes to get things for kids, and for boys. All right. She may be a collector too. All right. Okay. Whew. That's a lot of coins. Now, besides coins, we also collect paper money. And I've just got a couple things of paper money I'm going to show you today. So these are just very simple. We have two of these. All right. These are 1953 $5 silver certificates with the blue labels, the blue seals. And they're in pretty good shape. We've got them in plastic holders. These are collectible. The longer you save these, the more they're going to be worth. And we're going to offer these for $20 a piece. These are 1953. They're over 70 years old, and they are silver certificates. At the top of the coin, instead of saying Federal Reserve note or bank note, whatever it says at the very top. Tiffany says, "I'm starting a collection for my boys." Nice, thank you, Tiffany. It says at the top, silver certificate. Used to be you could take these to the bank and they actually give you silver coins for them. But back then, silver, you could still get silver dollars at the bank. All right.
Chad Croson and Brenda Ledford.
Brenda, Chad. Okay. And then, so those are the $5 ones. Now I also have we're gonna sell 5 $1 ones, and these are all from 1957. Is that right? 1957.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are $1 silver certificates from 1957, and they're all in pretty decent condition. And once you put them in this plastic, they're going to stay like this forever. You won't have to worry about them messing up. but we're going to do these for $10 a piece. All right, and we pay $10 a piece for these sometimes, so if they're in good condition. But we're going to offer these are item number 12, and we have 5 of them. Oh, there's Jan Helsley. She's watching. All right, so item number 12.
Okay.
Item
Awesome.
I'm sorry.
You're okay. I need them to be able to hear me halfway, so can I, if hopefully they pick me up. But I've got it sold to Chad Croson. Tiffany Simpson, I only have 2 for you because the other one sold before you put ×2. Brenda Ledford, Carrie Hayes. So Chad, Tiffany, Brenda, and Carrie.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, good. Yeah, that's the only thing about having one microphone, but that's okay. I hope it sounds better because we were testing it, and I thought this microphone was a better microphone. Okay, all right. I get to turn the page. All right. Here's my little Snoopy charm going back. Let me take a second and show you a couple more things that are in my collection just for fun. All right. Here are a couple of commemorative coins. This is the oldest commemorative coin the United States made. In what years did I say that is? 1893. They made this coin for the 1893 Columbus exhibition. It was a celebration of Christopher Columbus discovering North America, and they made this. This is a $50 coin from that time frame. And then I have another coin that was made in 1925, and celebrating Stone Mountain, Georgia. And it was just a flashback. You know, you get a lot of people today. There's a lot of controversy about Civil War heroes and things that happened during the Civil War. But it's still, no matter what you think, it's still part of our history. And we don't want to forget our history. But that's another coin that I've got. And I'll show you a coin that's somewhat rare. This is a 1956, the year I was born, a 1956 proof $50. Not just a regular $50. This is a proof coin. This is a very, very special coin, and they are extremely hard to find. I don't even have an idea what the value of this coin would be because I would never sell it, but it is a 1956 proof coin, and it's very fine. You look at it, it is just perfect. You can't get any perfect than that. Then I was going to show this coin. Here's a silver dollar. This is an 1882 silver dollar, and this has a lot of meaning to me because my mom's mother, my grandmother, her last name was Ryan, Grandma Ryan, was born in 1882. And she lived to be 90-some years old. And I knew her as a child. Both my sisters and I, we always hung around and did a lot of things with my grandmother. And she was born, it's hard to believe that she was born in 1882. That's a long time ago. How many years ago? Is it 140 years ago?
No, I can't do that math.
All right. Anyway, I want to show you that coin as part of my collection. And then another coin that this next coin was 100 years old when I was born. This is a $50 that was 100 years old when I was born. That's pretty amazing. Hey, Jim and Linda. Thank you for the happy birthday. Okay. All right. So that's just some of the stuff I'm showing you in my collection. Now, next up, we have, let me give you this.
Okay.
We have 9, these are 1-ounce silver coins. 8 of them are still sealed in plastic from Apmex, which is a big silver company that sells these. These are buffaloes. These are buffalo, 1-ounce silver buffaloes 1 ounce of .999 silver, pure silver. Silver today is $68 an ounce. And typically when you buy these, you're going to pay 10 or 15 or 20% more than silver price when you buy these. I'm going to offer all 9 of these this morning. All 9. Okay? 8 of them are in plastic. All 9 of these for one, what silver price is today at $68. So you can get a piece of history, a collectible piece of silver bullion that will go up and down with the price of silver, and we're going to offer these 9. Just comment sold. This is item 13, and these are going to be $68. And like I said, they still come in the Ampacks.
A piece?
$68 a piece.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, $68 a piece. Be a good buy, good collection to add to your silver collection. I mean, silver's been bouncing around. It's been up to $100. You know, when I started the jewelry business 50 years ago, it was $1 something.
I still have 2 more left.
Okay, give me some names on them so I'll put them on here.
Okay, Chad.
Chad got one.
Mm-hmm. Jane Heltsley got 2. Brenda Ledford. Carrie Hayes.
Okay,
Marla Taylor.
okay,
Dottie Faulkner.
okay,
Jen and Linda. And Tiffany Simpson.
okay. Is that all of them?
Yep, that's all of
Okay.
them there.
Okay. Good. Thank you. That's a good deal. I asked the girls this morning. I hadn't priced these yet, and I asked the girls. I said, look up, tell me what silver price is. And they said 68 something per ounce. And I said, well, okay, thank you. I said that's what I'm going to sell them for. Now, I have this. Let's see. Did I put this on here? I forgot to put this on here. Okay, so this is going to be a special bonus. This is a 2020 1 ounce silver eagle proof coin. It's certified proof coin, and what makes this special too, this was minted in the West Point Mint. The West Point Mint has not been around very long, but it's in West Point, New York, where the Army Academy is. And this is a sealed proof coin. Means this proof is it's rated a 70, which is the highest you can get. All right, this coin we're going to offer for $98. I looked these up, and you know, on TV like those coin shows, they get $195 for these. On eBay, they're $150, $170 everywhere. We're offering it for $98. That's the 2020 proof coin.
John Peters.
$98. Okay, John Peters? Okay. All right. Now, Tiffany Simpson, you may not be crazy about this, but I'm going to offer this watch. All right. This is I'll tell you the story about it.
Hey, John, we're fine.
All right, this is a 1930s. It's a 1930s Elgin pocket watch. It is a 17 jewel movement. It's an Art Deco case, an Art Deco dial. We bought this from a local customer. I flipped out over it because I'd never seen one this Art Deco style. It didn't run good, so we sent it to a watchmaker shop in Chicago that specializes in revamping, restoring old Elgin pocket watches. Now the problem is, we paid $100 for the watch, and I paid the company in Chicago $630 to fix it. So I really have too much into it, but I'm going to offer this for $495 if anybody wants to buy a collectible watch. They gave us a 1-year warranty on it, and I know I'm losing a little bit of money on it, but you know, it needs to find a home that somebody that will care for it. I've got quite a few pocket watches in my own collection, but this is a 1930s Art Deco style Elgin pocket watch, and you just wind it up once a day and wear it. Now, the watch I'm wearing is a 1910 pocket watch. It's been converted to a wristwatch, but and it still runs great. I get up every morning, I set it, I wind it, I look at my iPhone and get the time, and I set it, and I wear it all day, and it keeps time great, and it's a very good conversation piece.
You can hear it tick.
And you can hear it tick.
I can hear it. Well, you can hear mine tick too. I can hear it just
Yeah.
sitting right here.
She has good hearing. When you get old like me, you can't hear it. But that's a very cool watch, and we're getting ready to change our cases around, getting ready for Christmas. After Labor Day, we'll get ready for Christmas, and we're going to change, and we're going to put some of our pocket watches out for sale. We have some really great pocket watches in our collection we're going to put out for sale. All right. Okay, so we have a little bit of time left. I told her I'm going to show one more thing from my collection, and then we're going to sell some silver dollars. All right. So to talk about the U.S. mints, the biggest mint has always been in Philadelphia. They have a mint in New Orleans, San Francisco, and they have a new one now in West Point, and there's one in Denver that came later. But one of the coolest stories about a U.S. mint was in Nevada. Back during the 1870s, they had the silver rush and gold rush in Nevada, and they had you've heard of the Comstock Lode silver mine. Well, it was outside of Carson City, Nevada. So the United States Mint built an actual mint in Carson City, Nevada. So we have some coins here from Carson City. We have an 18. This is an 1877 Carson City. It's a quarter. I've got an 1877 half dollar and an 1890 silver dollar. And the Carson City coins are very collectible. When you look on the back of the coin, the mint mark, it's got two C's. And whenever I see a coin with two C's, it makes my hair tingle. I love a Carson City. So the Carson City Mint was only around for 20 some odd years, and they're fun. They're collectible, and it is a thrill when we have a customer comes in and they have a bag of old coins and they dump it out, and we're going through them, and I see a Carson City. It's exciting for me. I know it doesn't take much to get me excited, but that's it. All right. Okay. All right. So now we've got a little bit of time left, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and we're going to sell some silver dollars. And these are all these aren't certified by anybody, but we've got them put in these really beautiful cases. And this first one I'm going to show you was 1925, the year my dad was born. And we're going to offer all these silver dollars for $60 a piece. They're actually, you're buying them you're basically getting them for the silver price without paying any numismatic price. So I don't think any of these are super highly valuable, but many of these you would easily sell for $100 on eBay. So here's a 1925. We'll do that one first. And these are we're going to sell these all for the same price. They're all $60 a piece. Just comment on this one. You just comment the year, 1925, and we'll put your name on it. Oh, does Chad want 3 of them?
I don't know at what year he wants to.
Oh, Chad, you want to pick them out by year or just give you 3 years? Well, here's the next 2 I had lined up. So, let me tell you what Chad. All right, Chad, so I've got it. So that was a 1925. Here's an 1896 and a 1900. So we're going to give you those 3, Chad. Chad gets 3. Okay. All right. Next up, these new Morgan silver dollars that have they call them Morgans the way they were designed. They came out in 1878. Well, here's an 1879. This is a really old one. It was minted in Philadelphia, an 1879 Philadelphia coin. So on this one, just comment 1879. Yeah, Chad's happy. Good.
Brenda Lefford.
Okay, that's 1879.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I've actually got two coins here. We'll show these together. These are both 1896. Maybe we'll sell those together. We have two 1896. 1896 was the year my grandfather was born. He was 60 years old when I was born. Okay. Marla, I have a 1900 coming up.
And then just go ahead and do that one.
Yeah. Marla, I've got a 1900. Here's a 1900 right here. Made in New Orleans. If you want that one, you can have it.
Okay. Carrie Hayes and Brenda Ledford got these.
1896. Okay. All right. And then Marla Taylor got the.
1900?
Marla, you got the 1900. All right. Last coin of the show. And thank you guys for watching this morning. I know it's early, it's Saturday morning, but hopefully it's going to be a great day. We're open today from 10 to 2. If you feel like coming in and getting your coins today, we're going to be here. And I do have more silver dollars. I got this whole box of silver dollars right here that if you want to come in and look through them today, I'll sell any of those for the same price, $60. So that'll be good. So here's the last one, 1880. 1880. This coin was the third year they made the Morgans. That's an 1880.
Ask Tiffany if she still wants this one.
Tiffany says she wants the last coin, please.
Okay.
Okay. All right, good deal. Thank you guys. That was great. Like I said, I've got about 15 more of these silver dollars in this box right here that if you want to come in today, I'll sell these for the same $60 price. And if not, they'll go back in the safe. All right. So thank you for joining today. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. And we'll be here today until 2. Pam asked me the other day, she goes, "What do you want to do for your birthday?" I said, "I'm going to sell coins." So here we are doing coins. And hopefully not only you got to buy some coins, hopefully you learned a little bit about coins, because it's a learning process, and I learn new things every day. Matter of fact, the Snoopy coin and that Sears commemorative coin from 1986, I'd never seen either one of those until this last week. So there's always something new coming through the door. All right. Thanks to God for me and for